Let's talk to John Strickland. He's an independent aviation business strategist. Great to see you, John. Now, Boeing CEO says our company is in a difficult position. Just how bad is it?
Well, it couldn't really get much worse. I mean, problems are coming at Boeing from every angle. Even before the strike began, they were facing reduced production levels against those planned, the ones that would give them the necessary cash flow that they would expect and keep their customers, at least to an extent, happy. That all follows the history of the two fatal crashes they had in 2018 and 2019 of Boeing 737 MAX aircraft, and then the door coming off another similar aircraft with Alaska Airlines early this year. So they're under regulatory scrutiny to deliver improved quality and safety, oversight, and indeed standards to their customers. They can't produce the number of aircraft they would wish. Then the strike began now a month ago. It's holding rock solid, and even attempts to negotiate that to reach the settlement coming in under the new CEO have not produced any fruit so far. Indeed, mediation on behalf of the government failed last week. So there's still daggers drawn and great deal of animosity there. Hence we hear this announcement of job losses. The company has been hemorrhaging billions in cash. It needs to stem those losses, but job losses is certainly a significant more salt in the wounds.
Yeah. So in terms of Boeing's job plan, I mean, how far is that going to go? How far is it a test, I suppose, of Boeing's customers, as you mentioned, but also the businesses and also the employees and investors?
Well, it's hard to work out exactly where those cuts will come, because during the pandemic, which was another factor, of course, that had a negative effect on Boeing, a lot of skilled manpower was lost. This is a time when the company needs every skilled person at its disposal there to get those aircraft produced to the required quality and out of the factory door and into the hands of their customers. So where those cuts are made is going to be, to say the least, interesting to watch as the news comes out in the coming days. On top of that, announcing that the impact partly of job losses and partly maybe to draw breath, given the diversity of what Boeing does, the announcement of a delay into 2026 of their newest model, the Boeing 777-9 that you mentioned, really is going to irritate customers around the world. We've already had a statement from Emirates, which is one of the biggest orderers of this aircraft, saying they'll be having serious conversations with Boeing in the coming months. It means, from an airline's point of view, significant headaches in terms of planning fleet and capacity in the years ahead. And
of course, the 777X was meant to be the aircraft that turned the company's fortunes around. Look, I wonder, how far do you think Boeing's challenges, to put it lightly, and problems present opportunities for maybe other market players like China's Comac?
Yeah, in terms of the size, Boeing and Airbus, of course, are the two biggest players in the world. I don't see that as likely to change in the near term, even running into the next decade, because it's such an enormous task to invest, build, and put out into the market a new aircraft. China, as you said, with Comac, has already had some success in developing its own short-haul, narrow-bodied regional jet. That aircraft is now certified for service, and the home market, of course, in China is itself significant. So that's a real plus for the manufacturer. I think there's no doubt that China and potentially other countries, maybe India perhaps in the future, will look to develop their own aircraft manufacturing industries more broadly. So that would include long-haul aircraft. It's some way off, but as I said, the home market advantage of having large airline customers and population and travel needs will help that. But it will be somewhere down the line. But these challenges now, maybe we'll look back in the history books in decades to come to see this was actually a time of catalytic change to that purpose.
Well, John Strickland, always good to talk to you. Thank you very much.